Canada's heritage Parliament buildings, which are over 150 years old, are being completely transformed into modern, secure and green facilities. The Wellington Building, built in 1927, is situated across from Parliament Hill in Ottawa. It was formerly the headquarters for the Metropolitan Life Insurance Company.
The building itself represents buildings that were sort of ranged along Wellington Street in the 19th century to be closer to the center of power, which was Parliament Hill. And there were a number of bank buildings and insurance company headquarters buildings along Wellington. And the Metropolitan Life Insurance Company building, which was finished around 1929, was one of the last and probably the grandest of those buildings to be built at that time.
The building is home to one of the most unique and little-known treasures in Ottawa, a magnificent ceiling mosaic.
The mosaic itself was designed by the American mural artist Barry Faulkner, who was a prominent mural artist who is responsible for several important commissions in the United States and our commission in Ottawa. So the mosaic was created physically in the United States and then brought to Canada for installation.
Almost a century later, the Wellington Building underwent much-needed renovations. The interior was demolished, the foundation rebuilt, and heritage elements conserved. For 6 years during the renovation, conservators closely watched over the state of the mosaic. When major construction work ended, they repaired the cracked grout, cleaned the 900,000 glass pieces, and replaced the missing ones.
The missing tiles were made from raw material that was imported from Italy, and the aesthetic matching was done by the conservation team. And the integration of those new tiles with the old was actually very good, and you can't really see the difference.
Together, these small jewel-like tiles create an intricate work of art and an impressive entranceway into the building.
When you see the mosaic, the thing that strikes you is that it appears to be a sea of gold. When you walk in, it looks as if you're walking into an ancient church, but then the figures start revealing themselves, and they're essentially modern figures from the 1920s. I'd say it's one of the biggest and most accomplished mosaics of this type in the country.